hopefully we should be back on the air now. So apologies for that. We'll get this sorted. Sapkov has retired just as we get back in. And that's going to mean we have Luke Riley who's gotten damage. Chris Money making his way past. Looks like Kaz is going to be able to find his way through as well. Crush your T on the back of S. Ogden. Highways has lost his front wing as well. Crush your T up to 5th. Quite a few drivers heading into the pits. Looks like Luke Riley, Spaceman, and S. Ogden in. So apologies for missing that. Ooh, looks like K-Dong and Secret in as well. Spaceman onto the full wets. So that'll be interesting. Had a couple technological issues there with my game crashing, but we are back live. Apologies for missing the first lap, but Monkey Mafia leads from Johnny 5 in 2nd, Chris Money 3rd, and Kaz has made his way up to 4th. Oh, Chris Money into the wall. And he's missing a bit of his front wing. Highways has retired in the pits as well. So Highways and Sapkov out of this race already. Kaz is up to 4th place trying to chase down Chris Money, who's going to be, it should be a move done and dusted fairly soon based on Chris Money's wing damage. Kaz up through the middle sector now. Shelly the Turtle on the back of Krusty T as well. And S. Ogden on the back of Luke Riley, who's gone into the pits for a new front wing. So things seem to have gone down a little bit. Now just Secret is having to reverse off turn 3. I think his wings appears to be okay. Probably just having to take to the escape road. Oh no, he is missing the right end plate, so difficulties for the McLaren. Shelly the Turtle in 6th with a time penalty already. Let's take a look at that. That's a 5-second penalty, probably for a collision, I would imagine. But he's on the back of Krusty T. He's taking it very tentatively through the fast chicane. Oh, very close to the wall. And the Ferrari's up into 5th place. So making a good run already. And here comes Kraz in the Alpha. So Krusty T gonna lose 2 spots in the span of 1 straight. Here comes Kraz to the outside, in towards turn 1. Krusty T breaks a little bit later, but Kraz going for the switchback. A little bit of contact. Kraz still looking up the inside. Does not manages to get away with that without any wing damage. And Kraz is up into 6th place in the Alfa Romeo. So we're taking a look at Spaceman here. He's the only driver on the full wet. And he's only managing to lose a little bit of time to this argument. It definitely seems like the Inters are still a little bit faster at this point in time, but ooh, Krusty T very close to the wall there, through there. Good start for the Ferraris, up to 4th and 5th respectively. Kraz, he started from near the back of the grid after his crash in qualifying, and he's up into 6th place looking to make some more inroads on the lead. But Monkey Mafia has stretched his legs out front. 3.5-second advantage over Johnny, currently in 2nd place. It's the closest battle on track at the moment. 3 Ferrari-powered cars under a blanket. Let's ride along board with Kraz into the tricky turn 15. Looks like they all make it through okay. This should be spicy in towards the main straight. Secret is back into the pit lane, probably to fix that wing damage. Ooh, Shelly, a little bit of a rear end lockup. Ooh, I thought Kraz was going to try to make it side by side because I think better of it wisely. He's forced to let off, and now here comes Shelly the Turtle to the inside of Kaz down the main straight. So the 2 Ferraris side by side. Just Secret having more troubles. It looks like Kaz is going to be able to maintain this position for the moment. With Kraz just behind these Ferraris. It's the battle for 4th. 3 cars in all line. We have a Sargent who's trying to stick on with the back of Luke Riley. And Spaceman, who's definitely losing a bit of time on the wets at the moment. We'll get back with this battle. And these guys are starting to close into the back. I'm sorry, no, that's the McLaren of Just Secret, not Chris Money, just ahead of this battle. This back can be quite difficult to overtake around. Just so you guys left the test, we'll shoot him another invite just in case. Okay, now backing through. Kraz setting the fastest lap of the race. Not sure how we got that, but looks like he's lost out a place to Krusty or T. And he's missing his front left end plate as well, so Kraz down in 7th. Unfortunate there. I'm not sure if there was contact with the wall or one of the Ferraris, but the Ferraris seem to be doing okay. And that is Chris Money just ahead, so Kraz making it back past Krusty or T, and that's how I've lost all of my intervals. So the Turtle getting past Kaz as well. And is he going to find... Oh, he's way past Chris Money in towards the podium positions. Got a yellow flag, and that's Spaceman on the wets at the exit of the castle section. Chris Money with end plate damage. He's going to go into the pits. And we have a yellow flag. Not sure if it's a full safety car or not. But this is going to benefit Chris Money. Kraz is going into the pits as well. Let me see if I can figure out what the situation is here. And it looks like it's a VSC. So Luke Riley being able to take advantage, ducking into the pits as well. So we have the two Ferraris still battling closely. Krusty or T a little bit behind. Oh, Shelby the Turtle having a little bit of trouble there. Don't think he hit the wall or anything. I'm going to take a look at those end plates. It seems to be okay. This seems quite long for VSC. Not sure what exactly is going on. And there we go, green flag again. So that's very strange, but you know, Kaz has fallen off significantly from his teammate. And Chris Money is around in the castle section once again, so he struggled through there in qualifying and having struggles through there again here in the race, but down in 8th place at the moment. Krusty T nearly into the wall there. Looks like Luke Riley picked up a drive-through under that yellow flag condition, so he's gonna, so after the amazing pace of qualifying, not the best starts to the race for him. We've got Kraz now in 7th place. He's made up quite a few places off the start. He's going to be looking to close up the gap to Azerbaijan, who is just ahead. Looks like Chris Money back into the pits, as well as Luke Riley to serve his drive-through. So Kraz is already starting to make up the gap to Azerbaijan, who is also closing on Krusty or T. who's finding it very difficult in these conditions. And we've got yellow flag conditions once again. And this is another VSC. So you got to be careful. Chris Money onto the full wet tires so perhaps it is time for the switchover, which could shake things up once again. K-Dog in as well, presumably for the full wets. Monkey Mafia has opened up quite a solid lead out in front. Having himself quite a good race so far. We're back under green flag. Monkey Mafia going in. Have to see what tires he puts on. And it looks like it is going to be the full wets indeed. So we've got Pt2 running wide once again. I saw him making his way through. Now here comes Kraz, going to find his way up into 6th place. So all the leaders in now except for Kaz, who is forced to stay out due to the double stack. Johnny 5 is still going to manage to come out in front. We'll have to see where Kraz is going to stay out a little bit longer on the inters. See where he comes out relative to these other guys. Looks like he's going to be just ahead of Sugar Turtle, but slightly behind Johnny. We'll have to see. We'll have to watch these delta against the deltas of Kaz, who's still running on the inters, and you can see Johnny's just eating into that gap at the moment. So most of the grid now on the full wet tires as we're nearing the 1/3 stage of this race. Kraz showing some good pace so far in the intermediates, but I think he will have to come on in and put the wets on at some point. The section very difficult in the wet. And Chris Money finding his way past Luke Riley back up into 8th place. He's going to look to chase down Pt2 next. Chris running near the front of the field net in this race. But then he had that wing damage a few laps ago. Gaining quite a lot of time on Pt2 though, so could see him up another place pretty soon. Shelby the Turtle has caught Kraz as well for 4th. He might have an opportunity down the straight. He's still a bit back from Johnny, who's in 3rd. Very tentative through the final chicane. Kraz got a very good exit on the intermediates. And Kaz is in. You can see just how much time he lost out to Monkey Mafia there in just that one lap alone. Nobody here able to make a move, so Johnny's still hanging on to 2nd place. Kraz a little bit squirrely through there, but still hanging on the intermediate, so he must still be trying to cut it out because he's had the opportunity to cover off the other guys going under the wets, and here shows the Turtle trying to find a way through now. Kraz getting a very good launch down that straight. Shelly gonna have to sit behind for at least a little bit longer. This scrap right here is allowing Johnny to pull away into 2nd place. Oh, gonna be a very tight section to try to make a move. Looks like Kraz is just going to hang on for the moment, but I don't know how much longer he's going to be able to keep the Ferraris behind. And very, very loose on exit, but Kraz manages to get the power down early. Now Kraz, the last driver on the grid to stay with the intermediate tires. We'll have to see if it works out for him. Through the castle section. He is losing ever so slightly to Johnny on the wets. Spaceman and Luke Riley battling side by side out there on the pit exit. And Spaceman will be able to take that position back. Looked like Luke was forced to give the spot back, but he's under pressure wet, so he might be able to get a move done fairly quickly. And as we go away for a split second, Shelley has made his way past Kraz, and you can see not a lot of grip left in these intermediate tires. Sogman has caught the back of the other Ferrari, and Kaz, this battle is for 5th. Sogman using every inch of the track. He's definitely closing up the Kaz, but I'm not sure if he's going to be close enough to make a move into turn 1. Kaz finally into the pits, presumably for the full wets. Yeah, Stockman's going to have to back off and wait for another day. So everybody onto the full wet tires now. Back to this battle here, Luke Riley and Spaceman. Spaceman taking a little bit much more curve than he would have wanted. You can just see how much spray is being kicked up at the moment. Spaceman just going to let Luke Riley through on the faster tires. So Luke back up in the 9th place. Still quite a ways behind Chris Money ahead though. And with that battle between Shelley and Kraz, Shelley has lost out now and is now 4 seconds off of Johnny in 2nd place. Those guys still well ahead of the battle for 4th. And Chris Money has managed to close up quite rapidly to Krusty UT and taken 7th place away. So Chris showing the pace that we know he has in that back of that McLaren. Shelley the Turtle as well, but gaining quite a bit of time. But these guys quite a ways behind. Monkey Market absolutely flying at the moment. 28 seconds the gap. And here's Esso with a chance. Once again, he's got full batteries. We head towards the main straight once again. We've seen him push quite a few times through here. Takes that very well, and I think he's going to have to move on Kaz. It's not quite enough, especially without DRS here in the wet, of course. But he's going to look for it to the inside. Can he make it stick into turn 1? He's going to have to brake a bit earlier than he would have wanted, and Kaz is going to hang on at least for the moment. It's very tricky conditions, and these guys putting on quite a show for 4th. So taking it very conservatively, does not want to break his front wing. You can see from some of the drivers in this race just how much time that will cost you. So he's just got to hang out through here, hope for Kaz to make a mistake, because especially in the way it's wet, it's going to be very difficult to make a move stick through this section of the track. And towards the castle section, which is just that much more treacherous. In these wet conditions. Shelley the Turtle again. He's made up quite a bit of time through the middle sector again, but he seems to have lost it all through the first sector, so not sure if he's running quite a bit more downforce than Johnny ahead in the Mercedes, but regardless, the gap currently hovering about 3.3 or 3.4 seconds at the moment. Oh, Johnny must have made a mistake there, because Shelley's closed up quite a bit, and is that Luke Riley who's going around again in the middle sector. Trying to take a look at his front wing to see if he's got any damage. The Spaceman has made his way up in the 9th. Seems to be okay. Let's get back to Esso in the battle for 4th. Being very conservative with his battery. I don't blame him considering how difficult it would be to make a move stick. Ooh, Kaz runs a little bit deep. And Esso could set him up for a move into turn 3 here. Kaz gets a nice exit, and I think he's going to hang on. Kaz, he's showing some impressive straight line speed so far today. Chris Money back into the pits. Does he have wing damage? Take a look at the McLaren team coming out. And yep, it's going to be another front wing change. I presume the full set of, another set of full wets, and yes, that is the case. And Chris Money pitting from 7th on the grid. He's only going to drop 1 spot, because I think he'll still manage to make it out in front of Spaceman, who's currently in 9th. But Luke Riley has closed up to the back of him. And yes, these guys are going to be just a little bit behind. Ooh, Luke thought about going up the inside to turn 2, but that's one of the more difficult places to make a pass. Spaceman defending to the left side. I think he's just going to give Luke Riley the line here. And Luke is going to be up into 9th place. So Luke has him clear before the braking zone and sets his chase on Chris Money. Ooh, is that Krusty T off track again in turn 7? So Krusty T having some struggles today, but it's still sitting in 7th place at the moment. So managing to do okay despite the conditions. And here's Azerbaijan finally past Kaz down the main straight. I'm not sure what happened there. Not sure if that was a glitch or Kaz thinking about entering the pits, but regardless, Esso is up into 4th place. Spaceman in 10th at the moment, running a very solid race. He was the first driver to put on the wets. I'm not sure how long they'll be able to last, but I would presume these guys will all have to make one more stop in this race. Shelley had gotten a bit closer to Johnny, but dropped off a little bit in these last couple of corners. And Esso has already cleared Kaz by nearly 2 seconds. And Krusty T into the pits, presumably for a wing change. Well, you should be able to take a set of wets to the end from here, so it won't be too much of a struggle for him. Chris Money regained 7th position. Krusty T going to a set of intermediates, so it's possible that we could see the weather starting to change back over. Krusty T is going to be getting a wing change as well, so that could have motivated his decision. I think we might start to see the weather lighten up a little bit as he comes out behind Spaceman and Luke Riley in that battle. We've got Kraz making up quite a significant amount of time on the Ferrari ahead. Kraz not having the best race in terms of strategy, but he's got the pace, and he's currently in 6th. He's made up quite a few places from the start of the race as well. So we're keeping an eye on this battle for 2nd. Johnny's still hanging out about 2 seconds ahead. Shelley has inched ever so slightly closer. It's just hanging out in that 2-second or so window, which is now the closest battle on track. We've got Kaz into the pits now. So is it time for the intermediate tires? And it does look to be a set of intermediates going on to the Ferrari, so perhaps this could be a brilliant play by the Ferrari of Kaz, by calling the strategy correctly. Shelley, he's still maintaining that gap. You could see him within striking distance in a few laps. Ooh, a little bit of oversteer on exit there. You can see the Delta losing a couple tenths. Keeping an eye on Kraz's Delta against Kaz. Seems fairly even. So possibly time to go on to the inters. And this also could be the reason Kraz was trying to gut it out on the wets early. And you can see it has definitely stopped raining quite a little bit. I think it is still coming down a little bit, but definitely not enough for full wet. So keep an eye on Monkey Maka. He's got a 36-second lead at the moment. He likes to stay out for another lap. Crusty are back into the pits, so maybe changing his mind. Let's see what kind of tires are going on to the Racing Point. And he's just in for a wing change. Nothing too crazy there. Back to the front of the grid. So both drivers staying out at the moment. Now Kaz, now he's starting to close, the delta's starting to shrink a little bit. Secret onto the inters as well. SO is in for probably the intermediates. So the conditions shifting once again here in what has been quite an interesting race so far, to say the least. So could this be an opportunity for SO and Kaz to work themselves back up into the podium? Into podium contention. As Monkey heading in towards sector 3. When will he make the jump and throw on a set of intermediate tires? So we have Krusty or the back marker here in between Johnny and Shelly the Turtle. I don't think that should cause too much drama. Shelly just has not been able to make up any inroads. Monkey's coming in towards the pit lane now, but he looks like he likes to stay out once again. So lots of different strategies on hand here. As you see, SO still hanging around that 13.5-second gap to Kraz, so maybe not time yet. But as I say that, Delta's starting to shrink just a little bit. It's anyone's guess really at this point. K-Dog is in probably for the intermediates. So we're going to be about half and half on the grid. Doing the tire selection. Is that Luke Riley who's in as well? No, Johnny 5 into the pits and Shelly follows him in. So these guys trying to cover off the rest of the field behind them. Johnny is going to get out on the intermediates. Shelly going in for a wing change as well, which is going to be crucial because that's going to increase the gap. And Kraz into the pits as well. Will he be able to jump Shelly the Turtle? I don't think so. But SO has jumped both of those drivers with a great strategic call to fit the intermediates earlier. And he's up into third place now and has a shot at second place if he can catch Johnny. Kraz coming out just behind Charlie the Turtle, so but on another set of wets, so I'm not sure if that was his plan or if he's accidentally fitted the wrong set of tires. It's too early to tell. But if he has indeed fitted the wrong set of tires, that will be terrible for his race. Chris Money is in again, looking probably for the intermediates. So just a handful of drivers still out there on the full wets. Chris Money onto another set of wets. So a couple guys still sticking with the wets, despite the track definitely seeming like it's not raining as hard. You can see the spray has gotten significantly lighter. Monkey Mafia, the leader, finally into the pits. He's shown phenomenal pace so far today, and he's gone on to the inters. Spaceman onto the inters as well, so that just leaves Kraz, Luke, and Chris on the full wets. Look at the slide through there. And you can see Shelly the Turtle made up a little bit of time through the middle sector. So the inters showing their pace at the moment. Just secret battling with K-Dog for 11th place. Rescue T in once again, and he's retired in the pits, so he was having a lot of difficulties with the conditions. Did quite an admirable job sticking it out, but Baku in the dry is difficult, much less in the rain. So Kraz, yeah, is back into the pits, so luckily a mistaken tire and he's retired. He's out the race as well, so we're down to 10 runners in this race. That was very unfortunate. He was showing good pace coming from the back of the grid. K-Dog starting to pull away a little bit so we get back up to... Oh, and S-Hogman was going around. Oh, and that is very unfortunate in the middle sector. He's missing an end plate now as well. He had made a beautiful strategy call to find himself back up in the podium places. And now he's going to have to come back into the pits once again. So that promotes Shelley back into 3rd place. Now 5 seconds off the back of Johnny there, so still a ways to go. Johnny catching up to the back of the grid now. Shouldn't have too much problems with them. Charlie Turtle running a very strong race in 3rd. Made his debut last week in Belgium. Unfortunately DNF from that race, but currently sitting in a very good position as well as his teammate Kaz, who's sitting in 4th place. Having himself a good race in his own right. We have 7 drivers remaining on the lead lap. Monkey Mafia putting on a clinic so far today. Keeping an eye on this interval between Shelley and Johnny, who's gotten it down to 3 seconds once again. He hasn't been able to get it much closer than that all day today. So back in to fix that wing damage, presumably. And he's going on to another set of intermediates. We'll see where he comes out relative to Luke Riley behind. It's going to be close, but I think Luke might just get him. Luke's still out on the wets, however. So that's another wrinkle. Looks like Esso's just going to hang on to 5th place at the moment. Oh, Luke looking to the outside. The secret past K-Dog, who might have had a spin on the exit of the castle section. Chris Money back into the pits. Another wing change for the McLaren. And another set of intermediates going on. Leaving Luke Riley as the only remaining wet runner. Charlie the Turtle has finally caught up to the back of Johnny 5. This battle for second starting to heat up a little bit. Oh, into the wall, and that's a DNF. Oh, no. And is that a full safety car? It is. So that changes things here with just 8 laps to go. A 47-second lead evaporated for Monkey Mafia. And a chance for Luke Riley to get into the pits and onto a set of intermediate tires. Oh no, that is very unfortunate for Monkey Mafia. We've got 6 drivers on the lead lap at the moment, so if Monkey Mafia comes into the pits, there could be a 7th with Chris Money. So all of those guys right instantly back into contention. So we'll jump to Monkey Mafia. Will he? He could come in for a set of new set of intermediates if he wants to. Not considering he's just came in for this set. But this is going to work out splendidly for Luke in the other Mercedes. Monkey does go into the pits, as does Luke, onto a fresh set of intermediates as we predicted. So we're going to have, at the moment, we have 8 laps left in this race. So we'll be tracking Johnny 5, who's now in second. You might see Kaz, he's put quite a few laps on this set of intermediates. And he has the gap to do it. Chris Money in, but that's going to keep him a lap down. So we'll have that's going to leave actually just 5 drivers on the lead lap. Monkey Mafia the leader, Johnny 5 in second, Kaz in third, SO in fourth, and Luke Riley in fifth. So those 5 drivers still with a shot at victory. And Kaz does come into the pits as we expected. Other side of those green tires. So 5 drivers left with a shot at what will be a shootout to the victory. Monkey Mafia the leader. To the line, 7 laps. We have Spaceman into the pits, probably for another fresh set of intermediates. That's going to put him another lap down, however. He's going to a set of mediums, so is it going to dry up here at the end? That would make things, that would add another wrinkle here. For the medium tires, it still seems awfully wet for a set of dries, but who knows? Perhaps by the end of the safety car period it will dry up in time, but let's take a look at how he gets on catching up to the safety car. Doesn't seem too bad considering the conditions, although I'm not sure if it's going to be faster, but he could have just pulled a masterclass on us. So we've got 5 drivers in contention, all on the intermediate. Spaceman could finish as high as 6th if he gets the strategy call right. Seems to be somewhat okay, actually. So back at the front of the grid. Monkey Mafia just had a 48-second lead evaporated. That's one of the worst feelings to have. He's shown some fantastic pace tonight. He's just got to get a few laps left to hang on and maintain what has been a fantastic drive in the treacherous conditions. And it does seem to be lightening up quite a bit, but you can see there's still quite a bit of spray there, which is telling me that it's not time yet. So we now have 6 laps to go. And Chris Money is in, as is Johnny. So this could be interesting. Let's take a look here. Nope, it's just another set of intermediates. But Chris has gone to the softs. So, Johnny with the wing change, so he must have had an incident under the safety car period. He could, I think he's still going to maintain third unless Esso can get by, which he might. And it has stopped raining now. So we had another wrinkle. Let's see here. It's the battle for third. Even though we're on safety car conditions, but Johnny's going to hang on. Oh, and he's gone up to the escape road. And Esso is up into the back up into the podium places. So very unfortunate there for Johnny. Luckily, he will still be able to maintain fourth. Luke Riley coming in for a set probably of dry tires now. Although I think the safety car is going to have to be in this lap, so I'm not sure if he'll be able to catch up in the field time. But something I just noticed. Monkey Mafia's leader, he's got 2 lapped cars in between him and second place Kaz. So that is going to play to his advantage. Luke is onto the softs. So the weather drying up here with just a couple laps to go. Will we see any of the top 4 duck in? And Luke might actually catch up to the field before we get this restarted. So, and he is on the lead lap despite being at the tail end. Oh no, that's actually Johnny, who's had an incident in the castle. Or just gone off into the escape road. Okay. So everybody's seemingly struggling here. And the safety car is going to be in this lap. So Monkey Mafia is going to back it up as much as he wants to. Kaz will be in second. Luke is not going to get caught up, but I don't think he's going to be able to take advantage when if these guys decide to come in for the softs. But we've got now essentially a 4-car race. Johnny might be able to, if Johnny can't catch up to the field time, we've got a 3-car shootout, and there goes Monkey Mafia. And he takes off. Let's take a look at Kaz, who's not have a good restart. And he's going into the pits. So Kaz's going to try for the undercut here on the leader. Esso stays out, but he's got a couple lap cars ahead of him. But he's now in second place. Johnny back into the pits as well. So Monkey is in danger of losing position to both of these guys. With just 5 laps to go now. Monkey is the leader. Esso in second, still in the intermediates. Chris on the softs. You can see the pace advantage that they have. Spaceman and Just Secret. I think Just Secret is disconnected, but oh, Chris having to let Esso through. But let's take a look at the interval for Kaz. Just 17 seconds up to Esso and 21 to Monkey Mafia. So I think Kaz might end up in the net lead of this race. You can see he's actually losing time on the Delta. Spaceman up to 6th. So Spaceman has pulled a masterclass on this strategy here. And I think he's going to wind up with his best finish of the season because of it. Oh no, he's gone off. Managed to keep it out of the wall. Esso sneaks by, but he's a lap ahead, so that's not going to affect his position. Chris Money going to try to find his way through for 7th. Secret up into 6th. Oh, Chris Money runs a little bit deep through there, so it's still quite slick. You can see that's why Kaz has not made up as much time as he would have liked, but he is definitely gaining. Not sure how long a pit stop takes, but he's only 21 seconds off the lead. And even Esso is closing in. Monkey Mafia starting to struggle here towards the end of the race. So Chris Money has fallen behind K-Dog, who's made her way up into 8th. Had a quiet race so far, but should be scoring some decent points. Spaceman, look at him flying through there on the mediums. The track is definitely dry enough now. Looks like Monkey's going to be heading into the pits. So this is going to be it. You're going to need no mistakes here from the Alfa Romeo team. SO is in as well. So here comes Kaz. In what could be an absolutely insane drive as the rest of the field, and Chris Money in once again. So Spaceman has just unlapped himself. Could find himself with a top 5 finish if something happens here. Secret is onto another set of softs. Here comes Kaz, and I think Kaz is gonna. He may have to leave the race now. Monkey Mafia comes out just ahead, but Kaz has walked his way up into 2nd. Johnny has gone by in 3rd, and Esso will fall back to 4th. So crazy scenes here at the end of the race. Kaz has got to run down 2 seconds in 4 laps. I don't know if he's going to be able to do it. Monkey going to try to hang on after losing his 48-second lead. So Kaz is actually losing a bit of time. Esso and Johnny battling for what will be the final podium place. Barring something crazy up front, but Spaceman has managed to find himself in 6th place, and if one of his top 5 makes a mistake, he could find himself with the top 5 finish. But here's Esso to the back of Johnny 5, but these guys are catching up to Kaz. But no matter the conditions, Monkey Mafia looks untouchable right now. He's pulled out a 4-second gap on Kaz in 2nd place, and I think he's going to keep driving away. But these 3 drivers in the battle for 2nd. Esso's got a great run out of the final chicane. Can he find a way through? Johnny going to try to get the slipstream of Kaz. I don't think DRS has been enabled yet, but it should be enabled this lap. 3 drivers under a blanket. Whoa, Johnny a little bit deep, and here comes Esso to the inside. I don't know if he's going to be able to make it stick, and yeah, he thinks better of it. That was going to be a tight move anyway. Yes, DRS has now been enabled. So for the final 3 laps, DRS battle between these 3 drivers for 2nd place. Monkey Mafia considerably out in front. Luke Riley back into the pits. It's been quite a topsy-turvy race for him, but he should still be bringing in some decent points. Monkey Mafia has not put a foot wrong in this race. And he's going to walk out of here with a strong 30 points. But the rest of the podium still yet to be decided. Coming to 2 to go this time by. Very nicely done from all 3 of these guys. And this could be an insane finish up to the very last second of this race. Esso gets a very good run again, as does Johnny. Could we see them both pass Kaz? Exciting stuff here. Esso letting off the overtake. Kaz does not have DRS. Oh, are we going to see 3 wide? Kaz going to the inside line. Johnny going to look, is he going to send it around the outside? He's going to go for it. Oh, just enough space. Johnny might have had to lift ever so slightly, but Esso's going to go to the inside into turn 2. And I think he's going to have the position done. Johnny is going to have to be squeezed out on the outside. He's not going to be able to fight it back this time, but still a long way to go in this race. So Kaz managing to hang on to 2nd. Esso back up into 3rd. Exciting stuff here from these guys. Great racing, we love to see it. 3 drivers within 1 second. Esso is really pressuring Kaz. He seems like he's got the pace to get through. Will he be able to make it move, make it stick? His best shot's going to be down into turn 1. Had to lift a little bit through there. He gets a much better exit through turn 15. And it's all going to be about the exit of turn 16 down at the bottom of the hill. Might have a chance here. Kaz seems very slow through the chicane, and here comes Esso. He's going to be waiting for the DRS, saving that battery. Looking to the inside. Now to the outside, Kaz defending to the inside. I think Esso's going to have him missing an end plate as well. Not sure when that happened, but Esso's still up into second place. And now is Johnny going to be able to get past Kaz as well? On to the final lap of the Grand Prix now. And there goes Johnny to the outside. Will he be able to make it stick for the podium place? Oh, ever so slightly contact. Kaz hanging on. Johnny's going to have a couple more chances, but his best one's going to be on the run up to the line. He's not got a lot of ERS left, but he could scramble together enough to make a push. Kaz getting a good run through the middle sector. K-Dog and Seeker going side by side. Seeker, I think, has been AI for a while. The K-Dog up into 7th place, a solid race for her. Here's Johnny in 4th. Still, oh, Kaz getting a little bit squirrely through there. Will Johnny be able to make him? Doesn't look like he's going to be able to capitalize on that specific mistake, but he might have a shot. Coming up to the line. Through turn 15 for the final time. He's not going to be able to this time. But here's Monkey Mafia. It's been a fantastic race for him. He's seen his 48-second lead evaporated, but managed to hang on and win this race. So Monkey Mafia crossing the line is going to take home the Grand Prix victory. Esso's going to be second. We're going to jump to this battle for third. Johnny's going to have the run and the DRS. Is he going to get there in time? I think he will. Just at the line. Johnny onto the podium. What a fantastic result. At the line, a photo finish. Luke Riley here is going to be the last driver to finish. I hate to do this, but running short on time, so what a fantastic race. We'll see you for the Tier 1 race in a couple of minutes.